Support for today's show comes from Talkspace, the online therapy company that enables you to improve your mental health from anywhere at any time. Get matched with a licensed therapist from over 2,000 choices and message them whenever you need to. No commutes and no judgments. For a special offer for our listeners, visit Talkspace.com/friendzone and use code FRIENDZONE to get $30 off your first month and show support for the show. Talkspace. It's therapy for how we live today. Okay.
This week's episode is also brought to you by Form. Form is ready to revolutionize how you love and care for your hair. They're the first end-to-end system designed to make hair care simple, delivering uncompromising performance without sacrificing the health of your hair. Go to formbeauty.com/thefriendzone to get 10% off, free shipping on your first purchase, and a free Form Mini when you spend over $50. Get personal with Form.
Welcome to the Friend Zone.
Every time I'm in the zone.
My name is Dustin.
I'm Francesca, also known as K-Friend Hey.
My name is Asante.
This is the Friend Zone. Let's start the show.
I'm in the zone.
So you are upset.
No, I'm not upset. You are upset.
So you were angry.
No, so you are angry.
No, where you were angry.
You're the one that's in anger management.
But you need to be.
No, you need to be.
No, you need to be.
No, you
in the
were
interview
trying to
I'm
say
talking
is
about,
that I was
don't
taking
you?
food off of your plate.
And you were.
Freaking fraud. Those are the two that I would get rid of right away, honey. They're declassing the show.
Freaking fraud.
What made me laugh the most was Nene said, freaking fraud. Those are the two I get rid of right away, honey.
Okay.
They're D-classing the show.
Looking at him.
Shout out to Nene and Portia. We'll get there. We're not there yet. For an epic television argument that brought us back to the roots of why we like to see people argue on reality television. There was a legitimate backstory and beef, history between the two opponents.
Yeah.
And it made for one hell of a bout. With that being said and done, welcome to the Friend Zone, your weekly look into all things mental health, mental wellness, and mental hygiene. Because who in the hell, a.k.a. as Trey Songz said, which one of y'all wants a musty brain? I know I don't.
Now that used to be a track. You remember the remix with Carrie Hilson and Usher?
Yes. I wonder if Usher was scratching in.
Oh my God. And he was like, which two of y'all going home?
Ooh.
Going home with Usher.
Stop.
Everybody ran.
Y'all, it hasn't even been 5 minutes.
You would have thought somebody, when he put that invitation out, you would have thought somebody shot off one of them pop guns you start a race with, the way everybody gonna run nowadays. Boy, you ask Usher ask you out in a club, you think you at the goddamn sprint, the Olympic sprint. Jackie Joyner and FloJo and them running to get the hell away from his ass. You know how on TV when people run and fast forward, they be like, when they run off, that's how people getting away from Usher nowadays.
The runner and her wig came off. And
yes.
she kept going.
Person A. Shit, that's who it was.
Not person A.
That's awful.
Hey, friend.
Oh, no, don't hate friend. Atonement.
Atonement, baby.
Shame.
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 Shame. How are your weekends?
Going good. Going real good. Had a good, productive weekend. I'm sure you guys did too, as we were in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much to everybody who attended the Friend Zone Live in Washington, D.C. Thank you to our DJ Queen of Spades.
Yes.
Thank you to Jade and Kia, our sisters from Getting Grown.
Yes.
We just had a great experience. And thank you to the one and only Xavier Omar, who blessed us
Oh, my God.
with his insight and a performance.
Crazy.
And it was
People were
just great.
tweeting us like, I know y'all recorded this episode. I'm like, sorry. We did not. But you have to catch him on tour. We're not going to put his vocals out there. You have to catch him on tour in the Pink Lightning tour, which is do you know the website for it?
I don't off the top of my head.
You know what? We'll look for it during the music.
Exactly. We will have the information later on in this episode for you.
Right. And that's it as far as our tour for this year. So thank you, DC, for closing us out. It was amazing.
Yes, it was.
We had so much fun.
So much fun. Got to see so many faces. London, Philadelphia, New York City.
Oh, my God. I forgot about London.
Dallas, D.C. We really did some work this year.
What a year.
Yeah.
And we're very excited. Of course, we'll be releasing the new cities.
Mm-hmm.
at the top of the year, so hopefully you guys are excited. We were already getting harassed on Twitter. Like,
That's right.
Let me get my coins ready. Can you please release them?
Get them ready because
That's
we
right.
want to come see all y'all. Shit.
So soon. Are you guys ready to jump into this week's show?
I'm definitely ready to jump in. What about you, Asante?
I am as well.
So we have to start with that recap. So on last week's episode, which was the wild card episode, Dustin came up with the hilarious idea for us to have the Frammy Awards.
Hey.
And put out the polls. How did they do? Well, you know what? I guess that's what we'll ask you in the Twitter streets. But Asante, who stood out to you? Who stood out to you in the emails?
So let me first start by saying, shout out to the young lady last week. I read her comment, Carissa, the young white lady that said she listens to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Carissa wrote back in just to let me know that she is white. Proof that she is white, and that she is also.
Did she send the MySpace sign to prove it?
Well, listen, she said she wants to. She said, I cannot do nails and I am white. Because I think, Dusty, you said that she sounds like she does nails with the name Carissa. But she did want us to know that she is white, and she sent us this cute little video. It was a Snapchat.
Let me see. I'm dead. She's really holding the MySpace sign. You're awesome.
So shout out to Carissa who had time to play with us, because
That's
that
cute.
was the shit.
Shout out to Carissa. She should always use Caress soap. Because her name Carissa, so I'd be like, Carissa, they use Caress.
Oh, my God.
That could be like her
Dustin.
Twitter handle or something. Use Caress soap, girl.
Look at y'all giving her a housewife slogan.
Fran, what did you find?
I found Belkis Candelario on SoundCloud said.
You said Belkis?
Belkis, yeah.
Oh my God, Cardi wrote that?
No, you didn't. Record of the year, definitely Despacito, mainly because I'm Puerto Rican, therefore very biased.
Hey.
At least you honest.
Straight to the point, and that's my favorite comment of the week. What about you, Dustin? What'd you find in the Twitter street?
In the street. First of all, I'm not even finna do y'all like that, but I just want everybody to know that my picks won for the Grammy Award.
They sure did. I was like, what is it? Cash Star Blue Daniel Caesar.
Cash Star.
But everybody, shout out to the nominees. We had fun. I feel like there were so many, people who deserve to be there. The ones that was there deserve to be there. They won. It is what it is. But everybody that was nominated for a Grammy Award is going home with absolutely nothing. So I just want to give them acknowledgement. So I found that in these Twitter streets. I also would like to give a shout out to Nutella, a.k.a. XNULZ, who said, name a bitch better than Taylor Swift, and afforded me the opportunity to say Velvet Moore.
Who is Velvet Moore?
Asante?
Don't tell me that's one of Kenya's dogs.
It's Kenya's first dog.
Why did I know that?
Before she got the twin. Shout out to Velvet Moore. Baby Velvet put that pearly leash on.
What's wrong with it?
And stepped on to the good side.
Oh no!
Because I believe Velvet.
No.
I believe.
Oh,
now I'm gonna tell you. Yeah.
Oh no!
Velvet.
no.
Velvet went on.
Oh no!
Velvet transition. But I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, Velvet Moore, and I really hope I have a church organ for this, because we're gonna give Velvet her roses. We're going to give Velvet her dog biscuit. Because we may not have had an opportunity like she was here, but Velvet Moore was a loyal dog. And she was good to Kenya Moore when Kenya Moore wasn't even good to Kenya Moore. Velvet is a dog who got tired. I believe that stress took Velvet out of here. And I just would like to give a moment of honor to Velvet. You may have Please. Put on your pearly ear collar and doggy paddled on upstairs. However, you were loved and you will be honored, Velvet Moore. Thank you so much.
How did we get here?
Back to these streets. I want to give a shout out to everybody. I want to give a shout out to everybody who has been tweeting these reactions to Sophia the Robot.
Oh God, did you see the stripper one? That one took me down.
No.
You didn't see the stripper robot?
No, please show it to me.
I would like to say that.
As Dustin reads.
I would like to say that the funniest tweet for me was the video of Charlene doing the robot going making that noise, saying that when Sophia the robot came to kill her, that's how she was going to pretend to be a robot. The videos of Little Kim doing all the weird moves that she does on stage, and people saying that was going to be their defense when Sophia the robot came starting her shit. Jesus. The fact that Sophia the robot is a citizen, I'm just, so the Twitter streets have had me in awe and amazed.
Oh my God.
Just showing.
You got to be a real freakazoid to design a robot stripper. You have so many accessible strippers. For you to make one with wires and the robot stripper already looked like it's got bad knees. You see how it looked bending down? The wires was fraying and
They're beta
shit,
tested.
creaking. And she was ashy. She needs some WD-40.
Oh no.
Dustin.
So that's what we found in these Twitter streets.
I already see what kind of show it's going to be today.
You know what? That's what we found in these
it.
Twitter streets. I'm
I ain't
just,
gonna make it.
that's where we was at.
So you ready to jump into this week's topic?
Oh, let's do it.
All right. So this is going to be... Why y'all looking at me like that?
With all the shits and giggles.
Right.
We're about to be like Tamar and go blind, blind, blind. We're about to go blind tonight.
Okay, so I didn't tell the guys what the topic was. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a science episode, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good, I promise.
Somebody
Very
pass me
weird
some
Oh my God, weird
suspenders.
science.
Pass me some
We could do
suspenders
the
and
new
some
school.
glasses with tape in the middle.
That'll be the title of the episode. All right, so damn it, Dustin.
Can we do the new school black weird science? Wouldn't that
Yes.
be dope as fuck? And Fran, you get to be the hot bitty. Because you are the hot bitty.
Not the hot bitty. All right, so let's go back to high school, right? To science classes. Mm-hmm. The nervous system, right? Mm-hmm. Is a complex network, right, of nerves and cells. And you have, I love how y'all look. I really wish we had a camera.
I was about to
here.
open this Reese's by the mic.
So, you have this complex network, right, that is sending these electrochemical messages to your body. It's trillions of them. That's how complicated our bodies are. Mm-hmm. So let's pretend, just for an analogy to make it easier to visualize, that your body is New York City. Yeah, I know.
You said make it easier to realize.
Pretend that the human body is New York City, right? So all the train stops are the neurons, right? All the train stops all around in different cities. And then you have the trains that are going in and out. Those are called the synapses, right? No, the tunnel, actually. The tunnels connecting the trains from stop to stop to stop. That's the synapses, right? And the tunnels themselves are those electrochemical messages that the neurons are shooting to the next one. And it's all kinds of information. It's telling your body that you're tired, that you're bored.
When to pee.
When to pee.
Yeah.
When to eat a Reese's.
Right. It's how you learn. It's how you remember. It's your memories. Asante, let's say you're one of those messages. You get on the train from one neuron to the next, and it's telling your body.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And Asante's message to the next neuron is...
It sounds like an insult. So from one neuron to another.
From one nerd to the other.
Asante's message to the next neuron.
Oh my God, y'all would. So Asante's message to the next neuron would be a dopamine loop, right? Because you're the music man. So you're telling them to get high off of the next songs. Dustin's message on the train would be to laugh, happiness, euphoria, right? Mine would be chill. It would be vibes. It'd be telling the body to relax. Now it's time to burn some incense. So now that you have a visual of the neurons, the synapses, the messages going through, there was recently a study by scientists in McGill University and Columbia University. They were tinkering around in the brain of a snail, and they realized that they figured out a way to, I'm trying to use the train analogy. They figured out a way to stop memories from shooting to the next neuron. So that way you can actually their goal is to create a pill where you can actually remove certain memories from your mind.
What? Like a delete button?
Like a delete button.
I could swallow a delete button?
Now, they said that there's two different kind of memories, okay? You, especially, and the thing is, this is going to get out of hand, obviously, because already, you know it. But the actual intention with it is for people that suffer from anxiety and PTSD to specific traumas. So you have two different types of memories. You have what they call associative, which is the actual information from that traumatic experience. Who did it, where it happened, how, like the details. And then you have non-associative memories, which is maybe a mailbox that happened to be nearby. So triggers. So now the example that the scientists used in the interview was that if you're walking down a dark alley and you get mugged, the alley itself isn't the non-associative. It's maybe the mailbox you saw when you got past the alley. So now anytime you see a mailbox, what happens? You jump a little bit. You get a little bit anxious. Maybe you don't want to pass by mailboxes. So now a non-associative trigger has been created. But if they can create a pill that can just take those, that's the intention,
right,
to just remove those non-associative memories, then that way you won't be triggered all day, and it'll just help people dealing with anxiety and triggers and all these neurological issues. It'll help them get through the day with more ease.
I'm just thinking about it, that being a party drug. Like, girl, we gonna get fucked up tonight. Forget about it.
And that's the ethical issue that's starting to come up, because that's the intention behind the product. But you know how humans do. It's going to become a party thing. You break up with your ex. You want to forget it. you know how to cheat
on them. You want to forget it.
Or, God forbid, somebody put that shit in give it to somebody else.
And they forget what happened. And that's the ethical aspect of it, right? So they're in the super early stages. I mean, they only did this with the snail. And the only parts that they figured out with the snail how to remove from the snail's memory are the non-associative memories. So it would just be removing the mailbox, but not actually removing the fact that the person got mugged. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're figuring it out. They're getting closer and closer. But the fact that with all these neural pathways, if our body has trillions of them, that they've managed to narrow it down,
right,
that's
humongous.
Insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. And they're still trying to figure out, how far they're going to take this. So, for the sake of the show, let's pretend that they figured it out. Let's pretend that not only did they do it with the snail, but now they figured out how to do it with humans. And now they figured out how to give you a pill that will actually help you forget certain experiences. Would you take it?
No, I smoke a lot of pot. I can forget shit on my own.
You know that don't work.
No, I don't think I could.
No, why?
I just feel like, I mean, it would have to be, you would have to hit me with some heavy, like I have very bad vision, and I even struggle with the thought of doing LASIK because I hear you get headaches from doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people I've talked to said that it's been successful, though. Like, I haven't heard anybody say it was reversed or whatever. So unless I've heard from tons of people that they have done it and that they can vouch for it, and even then I'm going to try to be, like, real skeptical about it, but I don't think that I could do it. I just don't see myself. I mean, I've had some very bad things have happened to me, but I had to learn the lesson that I've been through that shit to come back from. And I don't think about, like, the deep, heavy shit all the damn time, but I don't have anything that I think about heavy enough to want to remove it like that. So I would not want to do it. Even on no petty shit, I wouldn't want to play with myself like that. Like, I don't know. That's just too, it's mad specific. I gotta see the science behind that to really, like, be like, you know what? That's some shit I would think about doing.
So that's not something you would
not
play
even on
with
the
at
table
all.
For me.
Wouldn't tinker around with no kind of memories. Okay.
No.
Dustin, would you take it?
I'll always talk about how I kind of use not wanting to feel the way that something made me feel as motivation to make certain decisions, right? So if I go through something an experience with it, because I hate that stupid ass cliche shit. I done been through a lot. I hate that shit.
Okay.
So if I have some experiences that are less than favorable or traumatic or whatever, I usually make certain choices and decisions afterwards so that I never am made to feel like that again. So if you hurt my feelings, I'll remember, you know what I mean, that happened, and I'll never put myself in that position for you to hurt my feelings again. And with that being said, I already sort of, you know, remove the memory or whatever, the non-associative memory. So if this drug is like tested, safe, all that other shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's pretend that this is like on the market. Done. It's legal. It's been
it's on the
FDA
shelves.
approved.
I passed by it in CVS.
People have taken it and called you on Insta and put it on Instagram, like, forgot all about it.
Right.
I feel like it's in total alignment with what I already do, so I would definitely take it.
You would take it?
Yes, because I don't ever want to feel the way that stuff made me feel.
Right.
Like, ever. And so that's kind of the way I live. So I feel like this actually goes along with what I've done so far, and it will only like aid me in that.
Amplify.
Yeah.
But here, now I'm glad you said that. Have you guys ever watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Shout out to Jim Carrey.
Are you kidding me?
Right. So have you ever watched
that was about somebody with bald spots, but go ahead.
Here we go. So in that movie, it's essentially about that. And, you know, they have the procedure. It's already created. But with that, it's a procedure, right? It's not a pill, if I remember correctly. It's a really old movie. But here's the thing. Let's say you want to... In that movie, he deletes... Is it he deletes or she deletes?
I don't remember the movie so long ago.
Oh, right? I feel like it's... No, she deletes. I feel like she deletes.
I feel like he was the one deleting, but I don't remember.
Damn it. Whatever the case, one of them does move forward with the procedure. It might have been him.
Oh, no, I think it was her at the very end.
Because remember, he bumps... Right, we're going to have to look that up. So he goes and sees her, and the thing is, what you forget is when you delete someone, the experience of bumping into them, now they don't know who you are. And it was a complete blank face that she had, and she was like, how can I help you? Like, she was working in a store. And that really fucked him up, because even if you have been through something with someone that you low-key want to delete, but there's still those memories that weren't completely terrible, and just the connection that you have with someone. And so he didn't anticipate that part. He didn't anticipate seeing her and not being acknowledged and no longer having that connection with her. Would you be ready for that? And you'd be okay with that?
Well, I feel like that's one specific type of memory to delete. Like,
right.
I'm not even thinking about, like, relationship stuff, like, between, like, romantic relationships. I'm thinking about other, like, emotional trauma.
Right.
And so if from what I understand now, we're not saying we're deleting specific memories, right, of experiences, not your association with people, right?
Well, if you delete certain memories, it changes your association with people, because you're deleting how you guys connect.
We're talking about two different things, I think, because I don't want to delete history. Like, it happened, I just don't want to remember that part. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, so let's say you go to a party, you deleted it, so people the next day are saying, hey, your ass was on fire at the party last night, but you don't know that.
And you don't even know what party they're talking about.
I took a pill.
Well, no, you won't.
Why wouldn't I? I took the pill and I forgot what happened, the memory or whatever. I know I took a pill to forget this shit, so I'm not going to be surprised that people, and again, that's one specific type. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I knew that I took a pill to not have certain memories, right? And then somebody approached me that I know or trust, like, the next day, like, oh, XYZ happened, I'd be like, damn, I don't remember it, but that's from me taking that pill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess, like, me taking the pill would be to remove again, we said non-associative memories, right? So if I see something that makes me remember an emotionally traumatic moment, it won't make me remember that moment. I'm deleting that association. So I'm with that. I don't feel like that means that, unless I'm misunderstanding this, I don't see why that would mean that I'm deleting, like, history. It still happened. I just don't remember it. So I don't feel like they would respond. It wouldn't be like we met each other and was strangers. You know who the fuck I am? I took the pill.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but it does still change the trajectory of the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, if I did something to you, to Asante, and then you take the pill and forget, it alters how we have interacted.
Right.
So it
Because an
actually
experience
does
that we
change.
shared is now just
is
one
no
sided.
longer. Yeah, if you're looking at me like, who the fuck are you? And you can kind of go on about your merry way. History
Isn't that what
has.
he would want? If he
Well,
took
that's
the
why
pill?
he took it, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But it also just alters how we connect. So you are actually altering history.
How does it alter how you guys connect beyond him choosing, electing, right,
Mm-hmm.
to not remember anything? But you had the experience with him, so you still remember it. It happened.
Right.
He just chose to forget that. And so if he took the pill to forget that, I don't think he would be surprised when he saw you that, that he didn't feel, upset or angry with you. He chose to forget it. You would be the one like, well, why is he being so nice to me if we just got into it 3 years ago and fell out? We ain't talked in 3 years, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
he sees me and he's happy or whatever. You would be okay because you chose to take the damn pill. You would be like, well, he was really nice or whatever and move on.
Right.
So, but the incidents that occurred would have still taken place. That's what I'm saying. So it's not like you're changing history.
I get what you're saying, and that actually came up in one of the studies I was reading as another ethical problem. and the example actually that they used was the same thing with the alley. If you delete that, then your mind will continue to make the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, your mind would say, don't go down that dark alley because it's dangerous and I'm going to get mugged, because you experienced it. But when you delete it, guess what happens? You're going to keep going back down that alley. And obviously that transcends into like bigger issues just with relationships and things that you do.
It's a different pill. It's a different script.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because
I feel like you are thinking that taking it is more of a conscious thing where you're
it's putting a pill in your mouth and swallowing it is not.
But once you take it, you're not conscious that that's what happened. It's not like you're like, I took that pill and forgot this situation. You're literally
Like
not conscious. You deleted that piece.
Okay, I thought, right, we said we had associative memories, the who, where, and what happened, right?
Yeah.
And then you have non-associative memories, like when I see this, it makes me think about this bad feeling.
Right, the triggers.
Right? So you're deleting the moment, the non-associative memory, not the incident that happened.
Well, no, I said you have the option. There's gonna be different pills.
Oh, so we are talking about a different pill.
Yeah.
Oh, well I ain't taking that.
Well, no, my question
I want
was.
the first one.
None of them.
Yeah.
Well, no, my question was, let's say in the future they develop this where you can delete your memories. My question was,
hell
would
no.
you delete
no.
them?
No. I'm talking about that first pill. You talking about no. Like no. I'm cool with taking a pill to make me forget the pain,
the triggers, while still remembering the actual
occurrence.
Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
But I
So I
ain't
should have
finna
made
erase
that
my
clear.
memory. Hell no. That is you're not supposed to be able to do that.
I mean, I just don't
That
see
opens
it.
a door. So
I mean, you just saw a robot stripping, so obviously the
Right.
future is upon us.
And see, I know for me over here, how I am, I'm like addictive. Like I'm addicted to shit. So if I find out I can have a pill
Delete
that,
shit.
hell fucking yeah. Like people that
If
get
I think I'll
drunk.
remember none of us.
You didn't respond to my text message. Psh,
Delete.
man, I deleted that. I don't even know what a phone is. Like I'm gonna walk in the room with a Sidekick 3. Y'all gonna be like, this nigga is on T-mail. I'm like, I deleted everything about the iPhone. I have no money, so I'm just gonna delete all these things, y'all.
And that's the fear with it, is just that how it's gonna start being abused. You know,
Mhm.
like
This is the Matrix.
It is interesting, and I thought about it. I was like, would I take? Because obviously a lot of us have been through really, really like deeply traumatic experiences that you would rather forget. But I also wonder how different I would be if I didn't have them as a point of reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and not just with the example of the alley, like knowing where and where not to go or who to be around or situations I'm uncomfortable with, and kind of knowing how to read, you know, my own feelings on things and intuition. Like, how much of that would change if you had the option to just delete every bad thing that has happened to you?
Oh, it's such a hard thing because it's like you go through your whole life wishing that this bad stuff had never happened and wishing that you just had like a fair shot, a clean slate. But do you really want that if you have the option to have it?
Exactly.
Right.
And that's what this pill proposes.
On one hand, I don't believe that certain things should just be manipulated, like my brain and shit. You know what I mean? I think the way I'm supposed to think. But on the other hand, I don't know, like, what's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean? Like,
Right? I definitely can see the good in it, too.
what's the worst that could
I
happen?
can definitely
Like,
see all the benefits in it.
What are the benefits?
I mean, like you said, tons
peace
of
of
people,
mind, shit.
Right, tons of people have been through some bullshit. So, like, imagine
Right.
being able to save someone the pain and heartache for the rest of their lives and being able to be like, listen, they can take this pain away. Like, being able to take pain away from somebody, anybody, is just amazing. So I can see that being a great thing. But then I can, people.
You almost can do whatever you want to do in life as long as you can have access to that pill afterwards. You can really push it to the edge. You know what I'm
But see,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. People.
That's what niggas gonna do, yeah.
Exactly.
I just think about people and how we always abuse I say we because we abuse everything. Like, I just hate that we're in such a cool, awesome fucking country, but it sucks right now. Like, I feel guilty for saying that. I know there are slave trading countries today.
In Libya,
And then
yeah.
to be like, this country sucks. Like, I'd be feeling guilty. So if I could just take a pill to make me a white woman in the morning, I might do that shit. That's why I'm like, I gotta stay away from that. I don't even want to think about it. Because I will wake up a white woman and being like, people, there's race. What? I'm a white woman. I'm not. Yes, I am. Like, I took a pill to forget about that other shit. It's over. Game's over.
And I mean, and I guess that is, like Dustin said, that's the question. We speak on trauma and childhood and everything that has shaped our development, even limited us in a lot of ways by, pain, if you don't process it in healthy ways, can hold you back. If you create, unhealthy coping mechanisms. I mean, so many things that come out of traumatic experiences. But would you get rid of the experience if you really could? Like, if an actual pill was put in your face that said delete, delete, delete. What is it? Delete all that shit, Peggy. Would you do it?
Yeah.
And I don't think I would, because I would be a different person. I don't think I would have as much depth as I do.
I mean, think about it. Like,
But it'll affect everything about you. It'll affect how you joke, how you think.
So what's so wrong with that?
How you love, how you it'll affect every single thing.
I feel like I've been trying to do things to get it right all this time. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be great to not have to worry about nothing. Just fuck it. Everything's new. I don't even care. Control or delete the fuck out of this shit. The thing about this pill is it's going to be a lot of mad people, right? Because this pill is going to put some people out of business, y'all.
Yes.
Who?
First of fucking Iyanla Van Zandt.
Oh my God.
Iyanla can't forget it. Because why would you sit through days and hours of berating and looking at that haircut when all you got to do is take a Imodium AD and you ain't got to worry about it no more? Bye. Iyanla can forget it. Who else could be out of a job behind this pill? It's a lot of people.
Therapists?
Oh, TD Jakes.
Oh, no, not my TD.
Baby, the Potter's house going to be in foreclosure. Messing around with this pill.
Not my TD.
Why? All the peaches. Why go to church?
It'll just be me in there.
You know what I'm saying? To make you feel better about what happened. It never happened. So, it's a badass pill. This the real badass pill. That's what this is. Fuck Holly Berry and them. This the badass pill. That's what this is.
So Dustin would take it.
Matter of fact, can I get it with a Perrier? Need something a little bubbly.
But think about it. How about this perspective? Let's say, obviously, you're not going to share which traumas you're trying to delete.
Right.
So let's make one up.
Okay.
Let's make a trauma up.
Okay.
Make one up. That has to do with a person.
Okay. I was married. I have an ex-wife. And
Dang, you deleted her?
My ex-wife
Delete.
set me on fire while I was asleep, and I survived it.
Okay, perfect example. So
Okay.
your ex-wife
No
set you,
kids.
she set you on fire.
Yep.
You delete it.
Lying, trifling. Remember.
Now you meet her again. Y'all dating because you deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna give her a chance, another opportunity to be in your life. And for her, she's like, he is so forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And she burned you.
She did.
And now y'all are getting married again.
Yep.
So don't you see how that's problematic? How it's literally limiting your
I don't
scope.
see how it's problematic because it wasn't problematic till she set me on fire. So I feel like it's the same thing. We in love all up. I'm
You're not gonna
in
feel like that,
love again.
but you're not gonna feel like that if one day
This
you
time
find the box.
I mean it. In love again.
Not this time, I mean it.
Right. Look, you ain't gonna feel that way if you open the box like in Get Out when he found the box of all the boyfriends that were
All
black
the
in the
burnt
past.
boyfriends.
Right.
So if you find that box of where she burnt you in the past, like, damn, this nigga is burned. You're like,
I'd
damn,
be like,
this
wait a
nigga's
minute.
me.
That's when I look up. Eyes get big, looking left to right. I got to get the hell out of here. And that's when I'd be running like Usher said, come here. That's when I would take off running, okay? That's when I'd be one of the Migos. Take off, okay?
Migo!
Because this bitch is crazy. You think I'm finna let her Kathy Bates me in misery? I'm out of here.
Again.
But I was happy to arrive. No matter if I was upset upon my exit, I was happy upon arrival. I'm okay
That's
with
so
it.
interesting. So you would be okay with it.
I have freed myself of that fear and that danger.
I mean, true.
It never happened. So listen, I'd be playing Shaggy, It Wasn't Me. That would be my mantra, my life mantra song. It wasn't me. Because it really wasn't. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
You know what? I actually think Dustin's perspective is so interesting because a lot of the fear we hold is based on memories.
Think about
right?
it.
Mm-hmm.
So we get it's I always think of it like charging your phone. Like the charge that you give things is based on you choosing to give it a charge, right? So I get it. I get what you're saying. In a way, it's like you're not even going to live your life with that kind of stress.
I'm fucking free.
She burned me, and
Oh, well.
we back at it again.
What Kendrick say? Still good, dog. Still good, dog. That was for the people that what?
Jeez.
Shout out to Patty LaHale. I'm just finna tell it. I don't even care. So we got a special guest sitting in the studio with us while we record. She is not a part of the show today, but I'm just I got my eyes on her.
We got her though for one of the episodes coming up
Yes,
soon.
she will be here. But yes.
That's right.
So hey, I'm all right with it.
But I mean, let's dial it back a little.
Okay.
The intention is for those suffering from PTSD. Because if they can, let's say, war veterans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how we always talk about like firecrackers during 4th of July. You ever see people put out signs like be mindful of your neighbors if you have vets that live in the neighborhood of how this could affect them, you know, and things of that nature. So this could help them. This could narrow in or zero in rather on those specific non-associative triggers and remove them. So now a war vet could literally walk through a neighborhood with firecrackers going off and not feel a thing.
This is the pill I would take.
Right.
This is the pill.
And you're right, there should be two options.
This is the pill I would take.
Associative and non-associative pills. And that's the one you would take.
I would take both of them actually, but I would absolutely
You
take
do a
without,
cocktail at the party.
This is the perfect pill. Really, it's a Xanny. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But this pill, I can definitely see the benefit of this pill. The other pill, I'm joking. Of course, like, you know, there are some things I would like to forget, but, you know, I don't know. Like, that's a lot to take on.
Right.
But essentially, it is, to me, the ultimate freedom.
Well, of course.
So I don't know if that would be, it just have to depend on the day.
But you say the ultimate freedom, but what about the lessons?
What about them? Why we got to learn everything the hard way all the time?
True.
Why
had
can't
an
we just
episode
have a
about that.
clean fucking slate and just be living free? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is literally okay.
Everything is just beautiful.
It's all things new.
Dustin just walking around smiling, happy as shit.
Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not mad at that.
Sometimes look, you gotta look. What they say, I'm with you I'm with you when you're right. Okay. And this pill, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I might.
Go and get you some. Go and get you some.
What do you guys think, though, of where science is going? Where we're at this level now where they can tinker with something as specific as your memories, and even just these robots and Sophia. What else is coming?
Fake
self-driving
people.
cars.
Self-driving cars, I'm with. Fake people, that's kind of, the line that I have decided to draw.
You started
and
teaching them how to shoot.
Yeah. And I just, there's no reason. And to me, a fake person that somebody else can control is dangerous, right? Like, if I can create a fake person, you know what I mean? And, like, manipulate their mind to think a certain way or do certain shit, that to me is, like, too far. That's dangerous. And it should be against the law, actually. I think Sophia the body, Sophia Sophia the robot. I think she should be against the law.
Really?
Yes. Why in the fuck? If that's the case, you can make that robot do anything.
But that's part of what is beautiful about robots is that they learn so much faster than we do.
That's scary too.
It is scary. I mean, that's the con of it. But the pro of it is, imagine the advances that we can have with them being part of our communities. The medical advancements with how much they learn, the technological advancements.
They have to live in. You remember how the Apple Store looked? Their glass cubes. That have to be like their world. I don't want nothing touching me. I don't want
their
no
world.
Plastic hands hitting my shins. I don't want none of that shit. Them robot kids. I don't want them looking like kids walking around looking like Lego people. Get out of here, man.
Oh man.
I just don't want them. I don't want no parts
like
of
Lego
it.
Kids.
But what about
it's bad enough dealing with real people. Look at that fool in D.C. You know what I'm saying? Look at all of these real people. Kellyanne Conway, that was the first Sophia the robot. Because I don't care what nobody say. It's somebody behind Kellyanne Conway they took a light switch mechanism and put it right behind the bridge of her nose, and that's what make her left eye go up and down like that. That's what it is.
Damn it, Dustin.
Right behind there.
Well, you know what? I really appreciate where you took the conversation, because I will say a lot of the like hippie people that I'm around, the love and light community, they basically live like if they've taken this pill. They take it every morning. That's how they live. They have different names for it. Obviously, people have different denominations and belief systems, but a lot of people, for the most part, feel that that's what meditation does, or whatever drugs they take and the diets and just how their lives change. It gives them that reset feeling every day. So I do think it's interesting that you're saying that. I personally feel that the lessons I've learned, like I said before, the depth, all the warning signs, you know what I mean? Like, all of these things are important to how I communicate, my perception of the world, even how I create. Because that's the other thing, too. Let's say as a creative, you've deleted all of your points of reference. So when you create, where are you pulling from if you've deleted everything you've been through?
Who says I'm creating?
I'm asking. Let's say you're a creative.
I don't know that I would want to do that after I've taken my pill.
So what would you want to be?
Maybe I'd be all right, braiding hair or something. Or maybe I'd be all right, doing lawns. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? As creative as I might get is making the grass have X's instead of like straight lines or something.
What?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, who says that? I just feel like it would open up a door to an entire new life. I'd be on my Peebo Bryson shit. A whole new world. I'd be on my Peebo shit. It literally be a whole new world. That's why I feel like and my thing is this, right? Being serious. I am exactly like you when it comes to that. I feel like my life experiences have given me something that is uniquely me when it comes to the way that I navigate the world and the way I make decisions, and I rely on my experiences to make me wise and so that I can make good choices and even be good at making sneaky choices.
God.
I don't feel that I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I don't know what I would be able to rely on to feel safe if I didn't have memories and did not know that, you put your hand in the fire, you get burnt. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only way I know how to make it through the world. You know what I mean?
And that doesn't mean that's the only way to
make
do it. Yeah.
And so
Agreed.
that for me is the other side of the coin. I just know that it's unknown. I literally don't know because it hasn't been my experience. I was going to say something to you based on something you said too, and I can't remember what it was. It was
about creating?
Before that, it was something else you said. I can't remember.
It'll come back to you.
But it was a good one too.
But how do you feel, Asante? Let's say, well, no, you said you wouldn't even take it in the first place. So that's.
I'm an old lady. I see all the benefits. Look, I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of great to this.
Mm-hmm.
And not that there's a lot of bad to it, too. But, like, this could be just a run-of-the-mill thing, like some drugs that we abuse today. And, honestly, it might be something that I could abuse in my early 20s or something. Or, like, maybe my early teen or late teens. So
pill A or pill B? Because pill A is a little bit, and pill B is a whole lot. So which one is?
I mean, either one could be abused in youth. Anything to make you forget is abused in youth. I feel like period. Yeah. Honestly,
these old ass pill poppers around here. Old people pop pills because they don't ask no questions for the script. A doctor will write an old person anything.
Okay.
And my neighbors are all like 70 plus,
Mm-hmm.
and my hallway smells like weed all fucking day long.
Oh, they got the
all day long.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I met an old woman that wrote me a joint a long time ago. That's not in my life. But I just don't see myself being able to do that because full transparency, I am not that responsible of a person.
Mm.
So if I'm going to try to set up these things in place of, like, all right, you're going to just not remember certain things or not remember this, but you're going to be on for this. Like, I am not responsible. I would be fucked up in the game. It would make me... Y'all was joking about this at the beginning, but I would probably forget everybody around me. I would be like, well, it was one of those days today. I'm going to pop my pill, have my J, and wake up tomorrow, and we'll see what it is. And then tomorrow comes, and I have a brand new life. Like, I will wake up a white woman. And I think that
What if you woke up Cambodian? No, I'm just
well, shit. Are you talking about the hair, the length?
Stop.
No, I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it being a thing for me.
You just wouldn't even want to put yourself out there.
Mm-mm.
I get that. That's responsible.
Is that responsible?
To know to know that you wouldn't be responsible with something and then not take it is very responsible.
Like the definition of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Okay, then. Never mind. I was just going to say, I just don't see myself making any good decisions behind doing this. Like, unless it was even if it was a bad thing that I was forgetting, like, let's say I had a bad experience telling my mom about my sexuality or something, I wanted to forget that. Not even the actual experience of just, like, how I felt or where I was or the type of car I was in or anything like that. I just think that, to myself, just forgetting that one thing is, like, part of I don't know, like, I'm a sucker for those, like, David and Goliath stories, and not that everything makes me a hero, but all the things that have hurt me have helped me in some way. And I don't think that that's a good thing necessarily, but because it continues to light my fire light that fire under my ass in certain instances, it's like I have to have that there. And if I just decide to start removing that left and right, then I'm already a super relaxed person, and it's just going to be downhill from there. I'm going to be looking like Kathy Bates in What's Eating Gilbert Grape or some shit. I don't know.
Wait, was she in that?
Or what was it? Throw Mama from the Train? Which one was it?
She wasn't in that either.
It's where she cut off his feet.
Wait, What's Eating
Misery?
Who was it in What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't know.
The mama.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know, but the mama.
Is it her?
Yeah.
You gotta look it up. I don't think it's her. No, well, I mean, that's the only thing. My fear would be my point of reference. Because you literally would not create the way that you do.
I wouldn't. Who says I create? I told
Well, no, you said you'd be mowing lawn.
I would be, yeah,
I don't know what the hell I'd
be doing.
And I think at the end of the day, that's kind of the bigger takeaway from this is, remember we had the episode, for those of you listening, about letting go of your story, and it's like how much of yourself you've connected to these stories.
Yes.
And it's important to use them as a point of reference, frame of reference. But there's also the time where if you were to delete them, you probably wouldn't even want to. You know what I mean? Like, you probably would not take that pill as much as we hold on to the pain of these stories, but we actually do use them as, like you said, as motivation to know better or to do better or to be around people that make you feel differently because you have that point of reference of, I don't want to feel this way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's interesting how it almost shifts your perspective of the things that have happened to you.
Very much
so what I do like is that conversation that's coming up. But I guess my last question is, do you think this pill should be sold?
Hell no.
You don't think it should be sold? And I don't think it would be sold like in bottles, like capsules where you could just pop them like Advil. I think it'll be more like the Plan B pill where you'd have to go get a prescription, you know, or go to a pharmacy and get one at a time.
Or go on 125th Street.
True. Because there will be knockoffs.
So, like, I'm straight on that. You fuck around and get a bad memory pill.
On the table.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Please. All your memories being fast forward. You be walking around looking like a goddamn Snapchat filter. In real life. Shit. That pill will fuck you up. You got twisted the wrong way. No, thank you.
Why you gotta stay at the 21st Street?
Hell no. So Rihanna uncle can try to sell some fake ass bat pills, some fake ass memory pills. Please. Have you walking around, motherfuckers who walk around telling you shit that never even happened. You did cartwheels all the way across 2nd Avenue, over the river and through the woods. You'd be like, nigga, I was at work. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Put them pills down. Shit. So no, I am not. I definitely do not think this needs to be in these streets. No.
Oh, so that is the science. The science.
Am I lying, Asante?
I'm still dead at this damn Snapchat filter.
Right. That's how people gonna be walking around sticking their tongue out like them dog filters in real life and shit. You walking around, you in the credit union and shit, filling out your slip, and the lady next to you come up and just all in your ear. You like, bitch, you never put your tongue in your mouth. What the fuck away from me? Somebody gave one of them pills, man. She had one of them pills. No, this does not need to come out, man.
This tongue rolling out.
I'm done.
This does not need to come out.
And that is it for this week's Hot Button Issue. Something to keep in mind of how technology is moving fast, y'all. And it is going to be changing rapidly. It's going to be changing the people you're around, the things that they're starting to mess with. Because imagine, you might not take this pill, but the people around you might. So all them dog tongues.
All them dog tongues, right. Everybody walking around looking like they're on the porch in Beloved. Remember how they was looking on the porch in Beloved?
Don't you stop.
The whole world. Hey, you talking about take a pill? Nah, baby. People couldn't even give me gum.
Do the fast forward again.
People walking around acting crazy
like
that.
You guys have my face hurting. So that's it. Something to think about. And those of you listening, let us know. Would you take the pill? Do you think this pill should be in the market?
And if you ain't took your pill, don't comment on taking this one, because there's some pills that y'all need to be taking now and y'all ain't halfway taking.
Okay, and now let's move on.
Today's episode of The Friend Zone is brought to you by Birchbox, a company that was created for women by women as a better way to shop for beauty. Birchbox is a beauty subscription service that delivers 5 samples, ranging from healthcare, skincare, and makeup products to your door every month. Brands vary from well-known to indie, and each box is personalized based on the recipient's beauty profile. It's a great gift for any of the women in your life this holiday season because it's quick and easy, yet always feels personalized. Plus, it keeps on giving, even after the holidays have come and gone. Gift subscriptions start at $30 for 3 months and are also available at 6 and 12-month periods. It's perfect as a last-minute gift, too. Simply download a beautifully designed certificate and gift it immediately. Or treat yourself and opt for a monthly self-subscription. Gift today and save 20% off all gift subscriptions when you go to www.birchbox.com/friendzone and use the code FRIENDZONE. But hurry, this limited time offer is only available through December 25th. Again, just go to www.birchbox.com/friendzone and use the code FRIENDZONE.
To this week's wellness segment.
Today Tuesday and your Monday flap still down. Monday ain't even came up on the pill tray.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Fran, I'm done.
What happens if you do forget a day?
He clapping.
You keep on going. Never mind. We moved on. I'm sorry.
And now let's move on to this week's wellness segment.
Well. And that was for the young lady who was excited about us being on Tidal and asked if we were going to have the high five. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about, do you guys use eucalyptus oil at all?
I have, yes.
Really? How do you use it?
Usually in a Bath and Body Works, it's in like a lotion or a spray, a pillow mist.
Oh, so you like it as a fragrance, like as a scent with your products. How have you used it?
In baths.
In baths? What's that? Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, eucalyptus oil will open you right on up.
Okay. Well, I really we're talking about something completely different.
I'm just telling you what it'll do. It don't matter what, if it's a pore, if it's it don't matter. It just open you eucalyptus oil.
Well, it's native.
We're about to really do a wellness segment.
Oh my God, y'all. I am trying today. So you know the eucalyptus tree is native to Australia, right?
Okay.
And back in the day, if you got injured or had some kind of injury, they would put the leaves literally around it, kind of like the way they do with bandages.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, it would actually heal. So the healing properties of it are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, obviously, you know, they've been testing it and seeing how it helps the body. It helps with asthma, respiratory issues. That's why if you have a flu or a cold, it's one of the best things to surround yourself with. They have different ways of using it. It's really good for congestion too, like if you suffer from congestion or inflammation, things of that nature. That's why it's getting cold out. You know, this is kind of like the perfect time to start taking precautionary measures or even just having eucalyptus oil within reach in your house so you know what to do if you get that little cough or that little mucus in your throat.
It's like menthol, right?
Right, like Vicks Vapor Rub. Remember back in the day, your grandma put it on your chest and under your nose?
All I'm thinking about. You talking about it.
I thought you were talking about Newports.
And you can literally make your own Vicks Vapor Rub naturally. You can take some coconut oil, some peppermint oil, some eucalyptus oil, mix it up, and rub it on your chest.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a natural homemade DIY for Vicks Vapor Rub. And it's and what I used to do when I was younger, my mom would put, it'd be the pot of hot water, and then she put some of the hot water in a bowl, and then put a couple of drops of the eucalyptus oil, and then a towel over my head, and I would let the steam and the oil, that shit would break up you break up all that mucus in your chest. And then the third tip is to put it in your shower, in a hot shower. And you have two ways to do that. You can either just drop the drops. Mm-hmm. You can either, wow, Fran, vocab.
Eris Harris.
Oh my God. Dustin. You can let the drops hit the floor of the shower. Not directly in the stream of the water because it'll wash it away. Pointless. But maybe, a little further up. Right, and let it slide down. You can even put it on your walls if you have the tiles.
Make sure you holding on to something.
And then take a nice hot shower, and the steam combined with the oil will just, it'll just open you right up. And it's just a really nice feeling too. It's good for the morning. If you wake up in the morning, sometimes a lot of us are like really groggy, or maybe we're not morning people. That'll just help you wake right up.
Right, thank you.
Right?
It's funny because at Urban, I bought a shower bomb. Loaded shower bomb. It's flower bomb.
With eucalyptus?
It was eucalyptus. And I was
See?
like, damn, that's what it was.
And it opens you right up, like Dustin said.
I love this. I've always loved, for real, all jokes aside, I've always loved that feeling like when you breathe that in with Vicks,
Really?
like the steaming and eucalyptus oil. And at Equinox, the gym,
They put it in the towels. Yep. And that's
That almost
why.
had me.
And that's why. And it actually has a lot of healing benefits for the skin. So they
Yeah.
put it in the towel not just so you can breathe it in, but actually when you put it on your skin, you don't want to put it directly on your skin because it is really, really potent. But if you mix it with like a carrier oil, like I would mix it with like jojoba, coconut oil if you're using it on your body, but for your face, maybe like jojoba. And it's just really nice. It has so many healing properties. You guys can you guys can literally Google it and so many things will come up that it works for sinus and allergies. It's good for, I know Dustin, you're always sanitizing your hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for sanitizing, natural home care because it's an odor remover. So if you're someone who makes DIY products, I know my mom does. She cleans a tub with like vinegars and that's kind of her thing. If you add some eucalyptus oil, it helps with the bacteria, it's antibacterial. It's an air cleanser, it's a spot remover for your shoes and carpet and clothing. I mean, it's pretty endless. Like I said earlier, it's a wound treatment. So those are the 3 ways to do it. And it's just, I think it's an oil that you should definitely keep around now that the temps are dropping for most of us around the world. And yes, you know, you can run to your Robitussin or whatever you normally run to. But in the chance that you want to try something that is a little more natural, nowadays we don't know what a lot of products are made out of and how they make our bodies react. If you're looking to kind of switch it up, I would suggest keeping eucalyptus oil in your arsenal. It has worked for me. I always say I haven't had a cold in so long because I keep these, you know, remedies around. I'll keep dropping some remedies because people were like, can you keep giving us like cold and flu?
I can't afford no flu shot.
Right. Yeah. And the flu shots, not everyone has good experiences with them. I've seen a lot of people end up getting pneumonia after getting the flu shot. So you'll react differently to things. So I think it's empowering to use plant allies that are literally here for us to heal ourselves with as your first option and then see what happens. And it works. So
I love it. I love eucalyptus, the smell of it. I'm fascinated with the fact that it's so powerful and it's healing.
So many benefits.
You know.
Yeah, and there's so many different studies online that you can check with it. So that's it. That's it for this. I can't speak today. That's it for this week's wellness segment.
I love it.
Yeah, I hope you guys find that helpful. A lot of you have been tweeting me because I actually wrote it on Twitter about eucalyptus oil in a hot shower. And this girl was tweeting me today like, my showers will never be the same.
What I tell you.
Dustin. I don't even want to know what your shower is. So, Dustin.
Hey.
No, that's it. Actually, let's move on to Mr. Music Man. What you got for us this week, Asante?
Well, to start the Music Man segment, again, just want to say thank you to Xavier Omar.
Hey.
That was so fly. Great way to end the year. Great energy out in D.C. Now, because I am the Music Man, I want to go on ahead and say Xavier Omar, like Fran's been telling us, he's doing the Pink Lightning Tour. There are tickets still on sale. There are tons of cities. He's only knocked out 5 shows, I believe. So you're going to miss Philly because he's there tonight. If you're listening on Wednesday, he's in Atlanta. So if you're listening to the show and you fuck with Xavier Omar, let us know that you're going to the show out in Atlanta.
You've got to see him, y'all.
Also going to be out in Dallas, Houston, Phoenix, Santa Ana, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver. So if you're out in any of those places and you listen to the Friend Zone, please go out, support Xavier Omar. If you get to talk to him, let him know the Friend Zone sent you. Or just tweet us and let us know that you was at the fucking show.
He had LA come out on one of the shows.
DC, I think.
Yeah, was it DC?
I think so. Somebody was telling me that LA.
I would love to have seen LA live.
Too.
Right?
You know I love LA.
So he's going to have surprise guests, obviously. I want to know when Sango's coming on, because you know Sango's going to roll up at one of them cities. Xavier.
He's very cool. He was very, very cool and very well spoken, too.
Yeah, and
I
super
appreciate
sweet.
that. Yeah, super cool, down to earth, like dope. Go see Xavier Omar if the show ain't already sold out, because that's how he rolling.
Yes, he sold out. He sold out DC before he was out there. He was telling us a story live of how he sold out the first couple
Fillmore,
of venues.
right?
Yeah, he was sold out like a couple of venues before, and then he was like, "We're not gonna do sell out the Fillmore," and then he oversold that shit. So
And the Fillmore does this thing, I don't know if you saw it, where they add, if you ever sell out the Fillmore, they add your name to the wall. They have these bricks on the wall, and every artist gets a brick. So you know who has sold out the venue, and he got his own brick.
That's so dope.
I know.
Oh, that's so dope.
So he was on Insta story showing them writing his name on the brick, and then he got to sign it. I was like, yo,
Man.
that's so cool. He just started this tour, so that's a good
That's amazing.
tone being set for the rest of it.
Catch Pink Lightning, the new project. Actually, just to kick off the Music Man segment, I will talk about Pink Lightning.
Yay.
Pink Lightning is the newest project. There are several dope tracks on there. Have you had a chance to listen to it?
I have. It's good. You know I love him though, so I'm biased.
Okay, so I don't want to give away all of my favorite tracks, but definitely the Wild remix, the last track on there was super dope. But there's also a track called Change on Me featuring Luca, Leuca. Really, really dope tracks. And
He brought out Luca too.
what?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. At the DC show. I saw it.
Well, where was Mella? Mella, Luca.
And then also the title, also a track of mine that I was really fucking with. It was just dope to really meet a humble artist such as Xavier Omar, because he makes really beautiful music, beautiful, dope, awesome music. So to meet him and to have him perform at our show was just awesome. I can't even take it.
And it was such a treat.
Such a
Because
treat,
no one expected it.
right? Something that we want to do for the people, just to let them know that we out there in our interest line.
Right? We should keep that up too. So
Okay, make that a thing.
artists, A&Rs, hit us up.
Okay, we gonna be the A&Rs.
Capital.
Speaking of projects that have come out, also the long-awaited and anticipated Miguel. War and Leisure is finally ours.
And he won my Grammy for Album of the Year, even though he hadn't come out yet.
Let's start the process, shall we? Faves?
Oh,
We can just go down the list. Criminal.
Right, Criminal.
Go ahead and just tell me when to chime. Because I have
I
so
mean,
much.
Okay, so I don't talk a whole lot when y'all talk about Miguel, just because I fuck with Miguel a lot. So it's hard for me to pick a fave. Like, I like how he tells his stories with his projects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I even remember, like, the Mischief mixtape and how he was doing shit then, and that was all weird and funky. So to hear him do, like, this, like, funk rock, he's just super in his pocket with this album. I feel like there should be, like, a bonus album project released. I feel like Miguel's the type to give us something like that. Just because I know that he's really, like...
the deluxe album.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just know that he's really into his artistry. You can hear it all throughout this project, which only makes me want more. And I know that's selfish of me, and I should just cook with this project for right now. But he makes that type of music that makes me want to hear more, that makes me want to see him do, like, a score or a really dope visual or just, like, really cool things. Because, I mean, he really sets you up in these feels and these eras, and it feels very specific, and I want to see that through his actual eyes.
I was very happy with this album. I don't even know that I can pick a fave, but I do really like Anointed. I like the vibe of it, the lyrics, just the storytelling.
When it first starts, it feels like that Neo song.
Okay, so like Criminal, right? The very first song. Like for me, I love Miguel's melodies, the harmonies that he chooses. I love how he relies upon guitar and synthesizers and all of that shit because I love 80s music. And his music is so reminiscent of it's just something about the way it pulls at me. And so Criminal, the first track, it just embodies all the things I love about Miguel's music. He hits them high notes where he soars. You know what I'm saying? It's got
His
all
voice
the guitar.
control.
It just reminded me that he never lets me down. Miguel has never put out an album. Well, it ain't like he has like 19. But he hasn't put out an album yet that has let me down. And every one has stayed true to the reasons why I love him as an artist, and it still remained different. Like, all the albums are different, but I am so pleased. I am so pleased, friend.
Me too.
I like how the opening track, Criminal, like you're talking about, it really just it tells you, it's like, hey, this is a Miguel album.
Yes.
And it goes right in line, because think about, like, what's the song, Candles in the Wind? Like, all that, like, conscious, like, super what the fuck is going on in the world, but still dope-ass fly R&B with, like, super rock feel. Like, it's dope. I love that he is him. And I also like Wolf with Quinn.
Yes.
Like, I just like how he does this, like, I don't know, man. Miguel is just so his own. And
what about Banana Clip?
Banana Clip. What's the song with Khaled Uchis?
Oh, Caramelo Ludo.
That is my, when I say my shit.
Remember when we first heard it?
And you told me what it was.
We
what
were
they
in the
talking
car
about.
like, oh.
I'd be at the crib blasting that. My neighbors be like dancing to the music and shit. I love, like, when I tell you I love that song. It's literally, that needs to be a single.
Yes. City of Angels.
I really like City. I like the lyrics.
Yes.
I like what he's saying.
Beautiful song.
Is
He's
that
just
Miguel's
good.
Despacito? I really feel like, I swear to God, y'all, I feel like that song can chart. I really
think
feel
it
like
could.
that song can chart. That chorus, everything, like, you just can't help. I don't even know what they're saying, and I'm singing along.
Oh, look at him. You are funny.
For
I
real.
know.
That is like, I love that song. I love I dance. Like, it makes me feel like I'm like, I love that song.
Okay, I have an icebreaker.
Oh, gosh.
Miguel drops the deluxe. Okay, the deluxe includes 3 tracks with 3 features
Oh, God.
of your choice. And it could be multiple features on a track, so you get 3 tracks. So, what are they?
Kiss It Better featuring Rihanna.
Oh, yeah, because he does owe us that, so that's a good track to put on there.
Featuring Rihanna.
Oh, you saying a track that's already out?
No, it should be like, it's the deluxe, so it could be any 3 tracks.
That's
so
so you can pick 3 people for him to work with. And
Right.
create 3
Okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant songs that are already out.
No, I'm just saying
3
because
features.
I'm just saying because he owed us Kiss It
Oh,
Better.
true,
Miguel
true.
said he was
I
going
knew
to
you
do
have
it.
to go back to that.
So give me my fucking cover, Miguel.
Okay. Okay, that's a good one. I like that.
Okay, so mine is gonna be.
We can go around if you want to.
Mine is gonna be an EP of 3 cover songs.
Okay.
3 covers, right?
Okay.
Of other people's songs. So give me, give me Kiss It Better with him. Give me When I See You with him and Fantasia.
Baby,
Okay. And
I would
give
die.
me-
Like, come on, my girl. Make money.
I think this could be a good.
Do you remember
Big
that,
money.
Do you remember that song he had, Put Your Hands Up? Have you ever heard that song? Oh, my God, I have to find it.
I can't think of
This
it.
is
Is
when
that
he
from
was-
the Mischief?
It was before that.
mixtape? Oh,
jeez. He was like a background.
You know what? I'm gonna be real petty. Give me Superhuman with him and Carrie Hilson instead of her and Chris Brown.
Superhuman is a beautiful record.
Give me
Fucking
like
awesome.
a beautiful, beautiful
Awesome.
song. Give me that with him and Carrie. Give me him and Fantasia over When I See You, and give me him and Rihanna over Kiss It Better. I would spontaneously combust. Like, I would just pop. Like, remember when they did that Oprah and she blew up on In Living Color?
Oh, my God.
You remember that?
Oh, was it Mad TV?
No, it was In Living Color.
Really?
Yes, when she blew up.
There was one where she
That's
blew
what
up
I
on
would
Mad
do.
TV, too.
Because I just wouldn't be able to handle it. So what would yours be, friend?
Ooh.
Anything, shit. Really, it's just New Miguel.
You know what? He don't have nothing with SZA, does he?
No, I don't think so.
I would love an up-tempo from him and SZA for the summer.
Yes.
A dope 2018 festival record that they
Yes.
can, do Coachella, like just something dope and fun. That would probably be the fun one. And then I like when Miguel does ballads. He doesn't do them often, but because I loved him in I'm trying to like Adorn and all those. I would love him with Sade.
Oh my God.
What's her song like? Is it Moon and Stars? Like something vibey and cool. Obviously, she would never do it because Sade doesn't do features, but
She'll roll your eyes at you in a minute. Go on down the street, boy. You know I ain't finna do that.
Okay.
Better go on and let that love adorn you somewhere. I ain't doing no goddamn sandwich.
Oh my God. And then on an indie record, I would love to see him with Lil Dragon.
Ooh! Oh, what if he did? Oh,
What? Which one?
A Pretty Girls remix
Oh,
with
Pretty
Miguel.
Girl.
A verse
wow.
on Pretty Girl.
Or Clap Clap.
Ooh!
Or Cat Rider.
Cat Rider.
Oh my God, he would sound so good.
Cat Rider.
You know,
Cat Rider.
Why would you do that? And you know that you
Right?
did that.
Cat Rider by Little
So I
Dragon.
gave you the indie record, the up-tempo festival record,
Yes, you did.
and the vibey. Those are my three.
Cat Rider. Miguel and Little Dragon.
And then a bonus track, him with Britney from Alabama Shakes.
I was gonna say
Oh.
Alabama
On some
Shakes.
bluesy,
Oh,
some
ooh.
bluesy, just, you know, I want them to just wail, you
and
know?
go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like the two.
Some
ooh,
heartbroken
ooh.
bluesy song
So
about
you
how
stole
they...
my first one.
My
Keep
baby
break-
last Tuesday.
Yes!
Told that girl I didn't want me. You know, I be going up.
You feel me?
Yeah,
That's my
totally.
bonus.
Okay, so I want him to do a song with Alabama Shakes, and I was thinking something along the lines of either Don't Want to Fight No More or Dunes. Because I think that Miguel would kill.
Give me all your love.
Give me all your love.
Yes, he would kill that. Okay, so
We
Miguel.
sound like two drunks.
Okay, look, we need to take that pill. So definitely Miguel with Alabama Shakes.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Oh, ain't nobody gonna fuck with this, but for the people that don't know, this is when they was gonna know. If Miguel did a record with Ro James, because people don't know that Ro makes the type of music that would like go in line with.
And
Miguel.
they're friends. They
are.
go way back.
They need to do some shit to get. Because you know
They
what
go
record
way
I be
back.
thinking
So
about.
I'm sure they have records together, honestly.
Okay,
They
well, I
probably just
need-
haven't been unearthed.
I need them to drop because I think about that song Ro James did. It's called Pledge Allegiance, and he is like, it's like rock. He's like, I put my right hand over my heart and rocking the fuck out. And I just want to hear Miguel doing that shit, and then Ro James come in because I feel like he could match that with the grit.
And they both have that gritty rock edge, you know, in both of their albums. So I think it'd be a perfect match. I know they have records. We got to ask around.
And for my last collaboration, just a trashy pleasure of mine. If Miguel did a song with Party Next Door,
I thought you could say Uzi.
Uzi could be on the record too.
With Party Next Door, okay.
Yes, and low key Miguel will fuck up that Uzi and Nicki song too.
That
Which
yeah.
I never ever would have told you that.
I still haven't heard it. The Uzi and Nicki song.
I'm gonna play it for you after the show.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play you the part specifically at the end where Nicki's singing, and I want you to imagine Miguel doing that part instead.
Dead.
All right. So, before we get into listens lately, I just want to go on ahead and talk about playlists for this month. For the month of December, I am working on 3 different playlists.
Oh shit!
So the first playlist will be out by Friday at the absolute latest because I have most of the music together. I just want to order it properly. So the first playlist is this month's playlist pledge. It is December Diddy Bops.
December Diddy Bops.
The December Ditties is just the songs that I can't stop listening to and I just can't stop bopping. So I played a little bit for the people on my Instagram Live. People still do not know how to add me on things. That is fine. Just tweet me and ask me. I'll give them to you. For the people listening, you are more than welcome to rewind this part if you miss any of it. If you don't, you can still tweet me and ask me. No shade, no problem. If you are looking for me on Spotify, you can actually tweet me and ask me the name because I think you have to search my name, Asante Davis, and if you can't spell it or can't figure it out, just tweet me and ask me. But you can have to spell my name and my handle. We'll get over that. So you can also look me up at Hey Asante on Apple Music, and it'll get you to all my playlists as well. Again, if you can't find it, tweet me and ask me. That is it. For the other 2 playlists, one I'm doing a wrap-up of all of the playlist pledges of the year. I'm going to put that out
Cute.
afterwards so you guys get a little bit of December before I make the wrap-up for the year. And then the last playlist that I'm going to put out is going to be like my ghetto Christmas playlist. So it's going to be all of my favorite ghetto Christmas songs and songs that are not even about Christmas that make me think about Christmas because it is something related to spending money or a breakup or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever I decide. Or smoking on Christmas, who knows. But that's what I'm going to be putting together for you all so you will have lots of music to listen to and you all can leave me the hell alone.
Can you put a song on there for me?
Of course. I put music that we all talk about on the show on playlist. So, of course.
On the Christmas one, right?
Okay, yes.
Can you put Last Christmas by Wham? I love that song.
You are so random.
I love that song.
Wham,
Thank you,
yo.
Asante.
Absolutely.
In between the Uzi Vert and
I mean, that is a good ass song. You know what? I could put that after Uzi's song. What will I put for Christmas? We'll
I
come back
love
to
it.
that. So that's it for all the music over here. Listens lately, we'll move into. Let's start with you, Fran. What you been listening to lately?
a lot of music, man. So Bjork.
Oh, I haven't listened
damn.
yet.
Have you seen the video?
Yes.
Someone told me the guys fucking watched that video.
And you were shook.
Baby. Shout out to whoever told me that.
High on another level. So she has an album called Utopia. And she has a song called Tabula Rasa that all I gotta say is go on Genius and read the lyrics because I know not everybody gets Bjork's sound. Read the lyrics first, Tabula Rasa, and then listen to the song. And I promise you, you're gonna be like, fuck. Like, she's just amazing. The whole project is dope.
You're making me go down a Bjork rabbit hole in my head.
Please
'Cause I was just thinking
join
about the
me.
lyrics, and so that's all. That Vespertine Live album is my Bjork album, and I was just thinking about the lyrics on the album. She is so lyrically
you
rich.
have to read her lyrics.
Like,
honestly,
you have to.
You have to,
because you can't even decipher it sometimes. But once you
Right.
read it, you're like, God, did she say that?
And then you understand it almost, let me be a hippie for a second, energetically. Then you
Yes.
connect to her music more than like the actual words. Because like you said, you can't decipher them a lot of the times.
You read the lyrics.
Read
to
the
All
lyrics
Is Full of
first.
Love, you'll fucking fall
Oh,
out
wow.
in tears.
An army of me.
Ooh,
Remember
Unravel.
Oh.
Please. Okay.
What's the video where Bjork got, what's the cyborg? The
Tip
robot?
drill. No, I'm just playing. Y'all know Bjork was in the tip drill video in that swan dress.
I thought he was really about to answer you. Sorry, he said it.
Swan dress.
Bjork was she was in the pool. That's why y'all ain't see it. Bjork was in the pool in that swan dress in the tip drill video.
Never mind.
Why'd you ask Asante?
Because I was thinking about the actual Bjork video with the cyborgs and the robots.
I know exactly what it looked like. The Fifth Element. I know exactly which video you're talking about. But today we talking about her appearance in tip
Not
drill.
With the swan dress.
In the pool.
She took the credit card out of his hand and then started just pumping her fists in the pool with the credit card in her hand.
You know what? The other album, Iman Omari dropped.
Yes. Jack Davey on the project.
Jack? Brianna?
Jay Davies on the project. I was
What?
listening to it on the train.
I missed that. Where?
Oh no, I'm thinking about the Tyron and Ao.
Oh yeah, she did.
Sorry.
You had me shook because you know I love me some Brie. No, he has a new project. It's called IHY. I'm not sure if that stands for I Hate You. I'm not entirely. I don't make assumptions, but that's what it's called. And even just the intro called Beneath You.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Just, I mean.
Give it to the people.
Just listen to that. Of course, it's long as hell when you're trying to. Isn't that a vibe, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he's a vibe. He has a song called Move Too Fast featuring Anna Wise,
Yes.
who is an artist that I love. I'm actually having dinner with her very soon.
Aw.
So excited about that. If you're not familiar with Anna
On
Wise,
track.
please look her up. She is integral to TDE and their magic. Especially she's all over Kendrick's projects.
Mm-hmm.
We have a mutual friend that has been saying that we're going to fall in love with each other. And just as like, you guys have to be friends. So they finally just hooked us up and we're going to
That's
link
so
soon.
dope,
I
man.
know. I'm really excited because I love her. I respect her. When we text each other, my first text was, I love you. She was like, I love you. It's like that. So, it's a great project. He has Javante, and I feel like
Yes.
you were always talking about
Yes, I talked
Javante.
about Javante a few times.
So that was really cool to see. Right? So please check it out, the I Hate You album. And who else? Of course, Warren Leisure. I do like the new NERD song
With Future?
1000.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all heard it, right?
Yes.
Tell me a remix of Big Frida wouldn't be dope.
Oh, it's
Man,
perfect. It's
Because
perfect.
it has a bounce element.
It's perfect.
Yes.
Can someone make this happen? Someone that's listening.
Okay, so can I say something to you?
I was like, this is a
When-
bounce song.
When Lemon came out, people were looking at me like I was crazy. I said, if Frida decided to do, or if Pharrell came to Frida and was like, we gonna make your shit hot, I think that Pharrell
Big
could
Frida and
kill
Pharrell Asante.
that.
Like,
Because think about all the shit that Pharrell has done in the past, like even like from Yummy and all that shit, but like different types
oh my God,
of
yummy.
like, and then to come with Frida and be like, I'm about to really like revolutionize some shit. Like I feel like no one better than Pharrell to do that.
Yo.
imagine Big Frida on Shake Your Ass. Come on, no, shake your ass.
Shake
Come
your
on.
ass.
Oh, shake your ass. Come on.
No, look, I get it, now I live it. Hey.
Hey, oh
And
my
then,
God,
because I was
please,
saying, if
somebody
Frida
make
did
this
that,
happen.
it would have been hot. It would have been lit.
Yo, as soon as I heard the record, the little bounce parts, I was like, yo, I would be sick with Big Frida doing that. And just
Insane.
adding her touch to it. So that's my listens lately.
Yes,
oh, and
ma'am.
I just heard the duet with Ed Sheeran and Beyonce.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hope it charts and
sounds-
goes through the roof.
Right, it will.
Good,
It will.
good.
Because Ed Sheeran is a beast, and
Yes.
we obviously know Beyonce is, so that was
Amen.
cool.
Listens lately over here. I've been banging From the D to the A by T Grizzly and Lil Yachty.
Hey.
Off like just forever. I took it back to Baby Birdman, Baby the #1 Stunners album from
Oh, shit.
2002. There's a song on this album called Say It Ain't So with Baby, Boo and Gotti, Keith Murray, and Mikey, and it is the
Damn.
shit. I put it on my
Took it
Instagram story
back.
the other day. I've been listening to that. It's a song by this guy named Snap Dogg, SNAPDOGG, not to be confused with Snoop Dogg. Snap Dogg called WYA, but it's called Where You At, and it's the jam.
Where you at?
I've also been listening to A by Fetty Wap. I love that song. There's a song that sampled 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Oh my God.
Called Dog Food, featuring Cocky Rocky by Crosstown Beezy.
What is happening right now?
Crosstown Beezy, Dog Food featuring Cocky Rocky. They sampled Vanessa Carlton. It's the jam. Nipsey
Cocky
Hussle.
Rocky, dog
Cocky
food.
Rocky.
Nipsey Hussle got a new song called Rap Niggas. That's the jam. And then there's a guy named Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I
like
you
too.
would.
It's
Okay.
called Love Scars for me. I love scars.
I too have a wrist that's bust down.
You know. Yeah.
Well, over here I've actually been checking out Black. Okay, I hate doing this, but Black, Slack, whatever.
Slack,
Because it's
Black.
but everybody call them whatever, but it's pronounced Black, but it looks like Six and Lack. All right, anyway. He dropped some bonus tracks to his project that came out earlier this year, Free Black. And one of them he has one called One Way featuring T-Pain, another one featuring Banks called In Between, and then Glock 6. So I checked out those tracks were dope because I really like Banks. Speaking of Banks, and I hate that I just realized this was his last name, shout out to Armando, our former engineer that I guess just became too pop and spirit engineer anymore.
Armando.
He texted me out the blue with somebody he's listening to. This dude, Jacob Banks, is dope. Like, he's from England or like Birmingham, London or some shit. He has a dope 5-track project called The Boy Who Cried Freedom. It's an alternative R&B. First track on there, Chain Smoking, super captivating.
Jacob Banks.
Sound like Jarvis Banks.
Dustin, stop.
I'm with it. What's his name?
Jacob Banks.
You a damn lie.
Jacob Banks!
That's Jesse Banks.
Yo, you have me weak right now.
So,
Weak.
Jacob Banks, don't forget
said
to
that's
check out his
Jarvis.
project. I've also
He
been
was
listening.
jamming.
That's dope.
And I checked out Tirana and Aomari. That's what I was listening to, and they have Jack Davey on their second track.
Shout out to Jack fucking Davey.
Just been out here doing that shit.
Talk about underrated artists.
But also, Tirana and Aomari, they're very underrated too. I've been listening to them for
a minute now, yeah.
Yeah. I listen to them. You know, I always see my people on projects. I'm like, oh, well, let me check this out. But I listened to them because I was like, I ain't heard shit from them in a long ass time. But they had a track with the Artful Dodger. Well, this one is the last Artful Dodger, so I guess it's the Artful Dodger. He redid his name. But I had to listen to that track. And then I saw that James Fauntleroy had a track on here too called Super Hug.
James.
So just go check out the track, and their rap duo, super dope dudes. Check them out. You're going to find some shit on there that you really like. Also, I've listened to this person named Gold Fur, Gold, and then second word Fur, Fir. And I don't know why or where I heard this song, but I can't stop playing it.
Not these little Uzi shoulders. It's like dance music.
And then she started getting real funky. I was like, okay.
That's getting dressed music.
It is. She starts.
Gold Fur.
She starts singing. She's like, churning up a storm, turning up a storm. I was like, okay, then, girl. She started getting it.
So Jacob Banks and Gold Fur.
Yes.
Yes. I got some homework.
So check them out. Oh, also, Drum did a deluxe version of his project.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't he have a Christmas project?
Yes.
With him and his mom on the cover. You seen it?
I've told you, I think Drum needs to score a Broadway musical.
Cute.
I think he's so
like Rent.
Like, yeah.
Super
Yeah,
tight. Yes.
I can totally see. That'd be awesome.
Drum is also on the track. I really like Drum because I was talking about Drum and that SZA track, Caretaker, that doesn't get as much. It was a bomb ass song. Like, I feel like it was super under the radar. Do you remember that song, Caretaker?
I don't.
And it's Drum. Oh my God, it's Drum and SZA, and they're singing it.
Can't think of it. I gotta look it up.
Baby, okay. When you hear Caretaker and the song they're singing about, I'm gonna take care of you, I will, even though you got a man now. Baby, I've been fucking fans now. Like, they say a whole bunch of shit, but it's soulful as fuck, and it's Drum singing his ass off, and it's SZA singing her ass off, and it's like a little
Cute.
slow.
I just love the one with him and Cardi where they calling people ugly.
Oh, yeah. Do you think I'm cute? Well, I think you
The cute remix.
How do you say that? That's so terrible. You think I'm
Cardi
cute?
B, you know where I'm at. Shit.
So Drum also has he's
shit.
on a record with Yogi and Lady Lesher called Cakin'. So those are all the tracks that I want you to check out if you haven't checked out. But y'all have to listen to that damn SZA and Drum song. It is
I'm
so.
listening as soon as I get on the train.
There's a live version too. I'm gonna play it for you. That's it here over at the Music Man segment. If you have any requests, please let me know. Is that it?
This is your outro music.
If you have any more questions, comments, concerns, don't forget to add me at Hey Asante. And don't forget Gucci Gang. Hey! Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang! Woo! Look, speaking of, look, going back to Snapchat filters. You seen that Snapchat filter?
I got a
Yo,
cocaine
Snapchat
Snapchat filter.
Somebody sent
The
me
Bitmoji.
the freaking emoji of, I think it's a little pig. Is it a little pig or a little cow? And it's like Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. I was like, if y'all don't stop tagging me to this shit. Yo, Animojis is the funniest.
Hey.
I mean, getting
That is
it.
funny. Not the little dance.
Getting it.
Y'all are funny as hell, man. Y'all be tagging us to some funny shit.
Woo! Tons of shit over there in the Music Man world. Thanks again to Talkspace for supporting today's episode of The Friend Zone. Talkspace is the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. Can't imagine fitting another appointment into your life? Well, with Talkspace, therapy is as easy as sending your therapist a message. Send your therapist text, audio, and video messages, or even do a live video chat. No commutes, no leaving the office, and no judgments. Talkspace therapists are fully licensed and go through a rigorous screening process in addition to thousands of hours of supervised professional training. To match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/friendzone and use code FRIENDZONE to get $30 off your first month and show support for this show. That's code FRIENDZONE at Talkspace.com/friendzone. Talkspace. It's therapy for how we live today. Okay. But now we're going to move right on along to TV Land.
What you got for us today, Dustin?
So,
Rick James, bitch.
first of all, I want to dial back to The Artful Dodger, because that's also the name of the Broadway play written about the life and career accomplishments of Wendy Williams, culminating with her fall
Oh, my God.
in a Statue of Liberty costume. The Artful
How you
Dodger is
booing?
coming to Broadway. Anyway, The Artful Dodger.
I'm
the
mad
story
that we
of the
really
life
were
and
looking
times
at
of
him like
Wendy
he was
Williams.
saying something real.
Look, he said the Artful Dodger, and I was in. And
That's
then,
what she was doing. When she was dodging. Okay. Let's get to it. You already know what we're going to talk about. You already know what came on. That was The Artful Dodger. That was a good one, wasn't it, Fred? So you already know what I'm here to talk about. I'm not going to waste nobody's time this week. Let's get straight to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that's what we need to discuss. A lot of shit went on Atlanta this week, and I think I was triggered. I probably would have took pill A after watching that episode this week.
non-associative pill.
Non-associative.
Okay.
Because Kim Zolciak Biermann, I don't even.
please,
okay,
he doesn't exist.
Right. First of all, Kim shows up to Nene's white party. Kim is not a full-time housewife. She was an original from season 1. She was on the show from season 1 to like the half of season 5. Then she left. Had her own show, had all those
Still
children and
has her
everything.
own show. I'm sorry. Still
6
has
seasons.
this goddamn show.
Yeah.
I do not care about Kim and or Croy.
It's doing well.
Or none of
It's
them
doing
kids.
well. Kim, Croy, Yabba Dabba Doo, Wendy, Betty, all of them.
I'm
It's
not.
just too
No,
much.
he didn't.
So Kim, Croy, Country Cattle is too much. So,
Too much.
but Kim showed up to Nene's house basically to start trouble. She walked into the house. She immediately started antagonizing Kenya Moore. And you can say what you want to say about Kenya Moore. You can like her, dislike her, whatever you want to do. Kim was wrong. She literally came into the house talking shit about Kenya Moore being married and nobody knowing her husband, which is crazy because if you don't even like her, if you hate her so much, why you even want to meet her husband? You're seeking out an opportunity to try to embarrass her or, entice her into an argument. And that's what she did. And Kim knocked the wind out of her sails when she clocked that tweet that Kim Zolciak sent out. Kim Zolciak sent a tweet out saying to Chrissy Teigen, saying, who does Brielle, her 20-year-old daughter, have to blow to get tickets to John Legend's concert?
What?
Yeah. So
So
when
when Kenya says, go on.
You got it.
No,
so
you-
when Kenya, when Kim starts attacking Kenya and making personal digs at the validity of her marriage, Kenya says, go worry about your daughter you're trying to pimp out for John Legend tickets on the internet.
Then.
I mean, she won the verbal exchange, the tete-a-tete. She won, right?
Did.
So Kim gets up, acts like she's about to walk over to Kenya to have, I guess, a physical altercation with her. We know that's not going to happen. Kim Zolciak ain't about to hit Kenya damn more. Portia might have drugged Kenya on that ground, but that's different. They were evenly matched. Kim Zolciak versus Kenya Moore,
Kim ain't that
physically, Kenya's from Detroit, and she works out. Kim don't do nothing but have babies and smoke cigarettes
And wear terrible
just
wigs.
sit there and sweat her makeup off. So she jumps up and she acts like she's going to attack Kenya. She can't even stand up straight. If you rewatch the clip, her foot kind of shuffled. It was like her high heel
I
was about
thought
to
she
come
kicked
off.
it off, but
Yeah.
that's
I was
not.
like, well, maybe she's wearing mules. I'm like, maybe she got a mule on the way. It was like she's trying to keep the
Right.
shoe on her foot. But she couldn't even get over there towards Kenya.
she
Then
got up like my
there's
favorite Louis York song. Like a raging bull.
Yes, she did. But she looked like a Cajun bull with all that spray tan she had
Yes.
on. Then they had, so they leave the party. She disrupts Nene's complete party. Nene embraced Kim with open arms. We now know that while all this was going on, two things were happening. Croy was outside in the car, which means that Kim only planned on being there to film for a short enough amount of time that he would feel comfortable waiting for her outside. To me, that automatically means that she came in with an agenda. She knew what she was there for. She came in to start trouble. Meanwhile, we also now know that while all that melee was going on, her funky daughter, Brielle, was downstairs in the bathroom acting like she saw roaches when it was a water bug on the floor at Nene's new home, which was beautiful, which if you watch the show from season 1, you know that Kim Zolciak was, I'm not going to say jealous, I'm not going to say bothered or whatever, but she was uncomfortable being around Nene operating at the level that Nene is operating right now when it comes to her Nene shit. Nene was always the underdog. All the other girls, Sheree, Kim, they all thought that they dressed better than Nene, which they did at the time. They thought they had more money than her, which they did. And they kind of thought she was the underdog that had enough mouthpiece to get them in the door. But then once the cameras were rolling, those girls thought they would be able to take over and eclipse Nene's personality with their fabulousness or whatever the fuck. Nobody cared about that. Everybody got it connected to Nene's personality. And so fast forward 10 years later, Nene is now the top dog. They're walking into her space. They're looking for a way to bring her back down to what they know her as. You know, people love to do that to you. When they see you grow and evolve beyond to other stuff, they love to try to bring some shit up and bring you back down. See, I know the real Nene. They love saying shit like that, which there is a different Nene, but that's another conversation for another time. In this particular conversation, I'm on her side. So Kim comes into her house, throws a glass at Kenya in this pointless ass argument, just completely trash. She might as well be on Love and Hip Hop. Mona Scott Young might as well put Kim Zolciak on Love and Bluegrass, or Love and what else? Love and folk music, Love and folk. That's what Kim Zolciak needs to be on, right?
What about Love and Disco? Because
she came in the door like literally like a bull in a china cabinet, tearing shit up, yelling, screaming, cursing, vulgar, saying all kinds of vulgar shit. It was unbelievable. So Kim is still up to her old tricks. All she's looking for is a moment, and I truly believe that her actions were rooted in jealousy of where Nene is today, because they always counted her out, and she ended up becoming the star player of the franchise. Let's move on over to Porsha Williams. Porsha had a rough time in San Francisco. Porsha's been having a rough time all season thus far. We're only a few episodes in, but you can tell none of the other cast members really wanted to engage with her, film with her. She was kind of just there. What I appreciate about Porsha, because I'm not just going to break her ass all the way down, right? What I do appreciate about Porsha is that she's direct enough to speak up when it's time to speak up, right? A lot of the things that she was saying to Nene about what Nene said and did on Watch What Happens Live were true, because Nene actually did the same thing to Cynthia. Yeah. She did the exact same thing to Cynthia, went on Watch What Happens Live and alluded to the fact that the person that she was in a current argument with deserved to be fired. She did the same thing. And I, because of the way that I am and my values and loyalty and shit, my Christian values, Tina Campbell, the way my Christian values are set up, I understand that. I just don't believe that it's appropriate, no matter how upset you get with your friend, to do some of the things that Nene has done. So now that we've given Porsha that, the fact that she's,
need to calm down.
Even that. But now that we've given Porsha that much, let's get back to why she's an idiot, right? Okay, so we're in this beautiful argument we're in this beautiful argument that we were blessed to open the show with today. Nene and Porsha are going back and forth. Porsha then tells Nene that you're bringing up Phaedra. She doesn't have anything to do with this. Nene tells Porsha, well, you took the food off of Phaedra's plate because she's not here. Porsha does what she did in part 4 of the reunion and throws Phaedra under the bus where she belongs, but she still did the action. She threw her under the bus and says, well, we're all accountable for our actions. Well, the whole table erupted with laughter, surprise, shock, shit. Somebody peed a little bit. You don't know what happened, but everybody reacted to her saying that because it was so ridiculous. You are the most, you talking about like blood guilty. It looked like she got red latex hand gloves on. That's how much blood she got on her hands when it comes to what she did to Candy. Okay? Just like Nene told her, she does deserve discipline. That's right. Yeah. Porsha said that, we all know what happened. Porsha said that Phaedra told her the lie, but Porsha gleefully carried that story. She brought it to Kandi with the intent to shame her, to attach something negative to her so that people could judge her based on believing that she would do that. And when people consider those sorts of things, they don't choose you when it's time to make a choice, when they have that sort of bad information. So that's the danger in what Portia so happily did. And that's why everybody at the table wanted to whoop her ass, low-key, on behalf of Kandi. Let's be clear. These are all a whole bunch of black women. There's a general code amongst black women. You just don't sit up and watch somebody be done wrong like that without being like, if it was me, I would slap the shit out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a natural thing. And that's why Nene, after all these years of being at odds with Kandi, Nene and Kandi was running into each other during the off season out in LA on their shit. You know what I'm saying? And Nene real recognized real. She was like, Kandi, we may not have seen eye to eye. We may have seen each other, but it wasn't eye to eye all these years. But what they did to you was fucked up, and I respect your hustle. And they became friends. And so now Portia is going to be held accountable because we all know Nene is too much of a Lenithia to let it go across the table on her watch. She's going to call Portia to task. I love it. I'm so excited about it. And I just want to say one thing. Portia had the gall to do an interview with Jenny McCarthy this week.
What?
Where she said
oh
that
my God.
She watched the episode and she had a moment that morning because she couldn't believe that Kandi and her friend would make comments about her illness that she's had for years. And to her, commenting about an illness is a new low. And it would just seem really hateful and spiteful.
I just want her to stop. I just want her to not.
I don't know how the seat didn't just, you know how these seats, you can push that little lever on the side and they just sink down to the floor. I don't know how the seat didn't just fall to the floor as she was sitting there lying like that and putting that bullshit out when she literally spent an entire season doing just that. So, Portia, you ain't shit. You ain't been shit. You ain't never going to be shit. All you good for is looking pretty in your confessionals because you look different in your confessionals than you do when you film your scenes. So all you good for is looking good in a confessional and standing up for yourself. So if that's enough to validate you, congratulations, honey. But other than that, you ain't shit. And that's all I have to say for this week's TV Land.
That's it?
Let's keep it moving.
So they got a highlight.
No other shows?
None.
He said none.
We focused. We focused.
Thanks again to Form for supporting today's episode of The Friend Zone. Form is the first and only end-to-end system designed to make hair care simple. Inspired by your own hair care experiences, Form delivers uncompromising performance without sacrificing the health of your hair. Everything starts with you and the Form consultation. Once you share your hair type, style, and goals, you'll be delivered a Form regimen complete with selected products, styling techniques, and care tips tailored just for you. No matter what your needs are, Form works every step of the way. You'll never find suspect chemicals in their products. Everything Form makes for you is thoroughly vetted to provide top performance without compromising, ever. They pledge to provide high quality and an enriching experience in everything they do. Let Form treat your hair with the respect and care it deserves. And just for our listeners, head to formbeauty.com/thefriendzone and get 10% off and free shipping on your first purchase. And a free Form mini when you spend over $50. That's formbeauty.com/thefriendzone. Get personal with Form.
Ooh.
So that's it for this week's TV Land. Now we're going to check out what you guys want to talk to us. Dustin's face. You're really mad about this. We're going to check out what you guys wanted to talk to us about and asking for a friend. What you got for us, Asante?
Don't forget to email us. I say some of these things every week, and I still get...
They're trolling you, though.
They're not.
It's fun.
And people tweeted me and said, I'm not trolling, I promise. And now I want to be like, well, why didn't you rewind? But that's why.
Shout out to, there's a YouTuber named James Caldwell who does an Ask James video series. And at the end of each video, he says, you have a question? I have an answer. Send your email to such and such and write it in the subject line. He'd be like, he says, remember, you have to write this in the subject line for me to see it. Then he says, it's going to continue to be an issue. Because it is. It's going to continue to be an issue.
It is. I'm going to say it every week and it's still going to happen. So there it is. By the way, this is not appropriate for this portion, but I still wanted to read it at some point. The subject is Miguel's hairdresser is my friend, and I told him all about Fran.
What?
This woman, right?
Justice Space.
Firstly, want to say I absolutely love the podcast. Life-changing. So glad I heard an episode and got hooked. On a petty note, dead. Long story short, my very good friend Noah is Miguel's and his beautiful girlfriend's hairdresser. I spoke to Noah about Fran's love for Miguel and her angelic singing voice.
Okay.
And played the episode where Fran sang at the beginning. Noah was blown away. He said he must know who Fran is. I hope to hear a collaboration, Miguel and Fran, in the future. Thank you for exposing me to your magic. So,
Thank you.
Can y'all
Betty-
not play the podcast episode for people?
this is her.
She sent
This is her
pictures.
with the hairdresser.
Okay,
and
receipts.
Then she sent the hairdresser with Miguel.
No.
Receipts.
Y'all are going to make Miguel think I have a crush on him because y'all be tagging me on everything.
You see, she said she made sure to say girlfriend and not fiance or what? Girlfriend.
Okay. I was
No,
like,
you didn't.
And you heard that door creaking open.
Stop.
Door's
No.
cracked. There it is, friend.
All right.
No, I dated someone he's close to. So
Oh, okay.
that door's
I mean,
shut.
it's 2017.
Well, you know, you got somebody anyway. All y'all got to do is make Berta for music together. All right, so the subject line here is dating a friend's friend.
Okay, look at that.
Alignment. Damn.
Y'all are terrible.
This person writes, so I've been seeing this guy
Collective consciousness.
who will call Sam since mid-September, right after I'd broken up with my long-distance ex from Dallas. I live in Seattle.
Oh, Seattle.
We would hang out regularly, go to gay clubs together, and just spend the night watching older episodes of Drag Race together. I had a lot of fun with him. It's mid-October by this point, and it's my friend Aaron's birthday. He invites all us gays out to dinner for a night on the town, and a good amount of us come through. I brought Sam as my +1 for the night, and him and Aaron hit it off instantly. As we're all eating, one of Aaron's friends walk in, who we'll call Jake. Okay, so he's with Sam, they at Aaron's place, and Jake just came in. Aaron introduces us to one another, and I can tell the attraction was mutual from the jump.
Okay.
What jump? From the jump.
We're all at the gay club at this point.
I know
drinking,
what jump.
having a good ass time. I'm drunk but still coherent at this point, and I lose Sam in the crowd of dancing men. I spot Jake and ask him if he can walk me downstairs to the bathroom. As we're waiting in line, we start talking a bit, and I tell him he looked familiar, and it clicked. He recognized me off Grindr. We'd messaged back and forth a bit, but nothing ever came of it. The sexual tension is high at this point, and we just start making out right then and there. I know, classy. As Sam is upstairs drinking and twerking his heart out with my friends. So we plan our escape routes and both make up an excuse to Aaron as to why we need to leave. Separately, obviously. We met up at his place, and I spent the night there. Sam calls me, asking me where I went and if I was okay. I just say, yeah, I'm fine. I just had a family emergency. Weeks go by of Jake and I hanging out and soon decide to make it official. But because Aaron and Sam have become good friends, both Jake and I have to keep our relationship a secret.
Why?
I custom blocked Sam on Snapchat so he can't see my stories of when I'm hanging out with Jake. Sam is still asking to hang out, and I just say I'm too busy with work and school. I don't want to ghost him, but I also don't want him to think he still has a shot with me when I'm already taken. How should I approach this situation with Sam and Aaron?
Sam needs that pill.
That's why I chose this one.
Pill B.
After the pill, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get one.
Shit. This is so terrible.
Asante, go for it.
What? I always go last for this. I always round it out. Go ahead.
I'm going to go second. I learned from you.
That's right. And I'm the one who came up with that, so it looked like it's on you, Asante. Let's go. This ain't my area of expertise. Maybe the things that happen at the club.
I mean,
the rest of
that's
that,
really-
I ain't got nothing.
Look,
I don't know. Okay.
all you really, he was going out with Sam. Sam then became friends with Aaron. He broke up with Sam for this
I
fucking.
know what happened.
I
I just
mean-
feel like I just don't understand what there is to hide, because you already said that when you brought Sam and whoever.
He don't want to answer. He just don't want to have to talk to the ex. I mean, you don't have to talk to the ex.
And what
no
you
more,
think?
but-
Nobody, none of your mutual friends are gonna say, "Oh my God, look at such and such on the Snapchat. They're at such and such."
Like Aaron ain't gonna
Like,
be sitting there
right
with
next-
Sam.
exactly.
Like, girl, look at this girl.
Or like Sam ain't gonna just make another Snapchat and follow you anyway.
Right. Duh.
Mm.
Just be honest. Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all go together and everybody just has to deal with it and everybody will be fine. I don't even see what the real obligation is. Do you?
I mean, I think just the way it started was messy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
It almost felt like you talked to Jake out of retaliation for Sam ditching you when you brought him to the other boy's birthday party and going. You remember, because he said when they got to the party, Sam, right, and the other boy like took off together. They hit it off.
Yeah,
and
he
took
said
off
they hit it off
together.
instantly. Yeah.
And so,
But no, they didn't take off. They just hit it off.
weren't they off by themselves or something?
No, he
They
just
No,
separated?
he's just saying like they got along really well. Like,
Oh,
off.
not like they started messing.
No, like if I bring you around someone I'm dating and y'all just get cool real fast.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you just
And so now
oh,
they still cool, but
Yeah.
he ain't date him no more.
you just made a choice. Shit.
I mean, yeah, I think
That's
the only
really-
way out is to just tell everybody the truth.
That's
like
really it.
and make light of it. As terrible as it is, be like, this is gonna sound so fucked up. But
mean-
the reality is I met Jake, and be honest, be like, I met him, through Aaron, because the connections are all gonna be there. You're probably gonna have to all chill around each other.
Yeah.
If everyone knows where it started, how it's going, then there's nothing to worry about.
Y'all need to move.
For real. For real. That shit ain't looking good from here on out.
It's time to leave Seattle.
I'm getting old because I'm thinking about custom block and all that shit. I don't want to do none of that. I'm
That's
just going to
too
tell
much
you what
work.
it is.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. And
Look,
it is
nigga.
what it
I mean,
is.
it's messy,
So
but
it
it's
is-
also a consequence of messiness is that you got to look a little crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you got to be honest and look a little crazy, and then you guys will date and everybody will get over it
it'll be
eventually.
temporary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you all right. And you're not about to break up with him, so your decision is made.
exactly.
I guarantee you're not going to say, well, you know what? We didn't start off on the right foot, so we should probably just end our relationship.
Right.
And nobody ever has to know.
Right.
Please, y'all laying up right now, legs and feet all tangled.
Right.
So this is just what you've chosen to do. You need to just be forthcoming about it if you care, since you care that much about your friends' feelings, which is
Right.
completely understandable. So just be honest.
Just stop wasting everybody's time. You wasting your time. You wasting your ex's time. You wasting your friend Aaron's time. Aaron don't want to be in the middle of none of this, and he probably don't even know.
For
any of it.
Aaron. Aaron
Poor
just want
Aaron.
to twerk.
Okay, he was
That's
like,
all. Okay. Aaron just trying to dance to get it how I live it.
I'm that friend. I'm that friend that ends up being friends with somebody else's anything, and then they be like, "Oh, girl, he did this week," and I'm like, "What? You done with him?" He texted me, "We're supposed to go shoe shopping and shit." And it's like, all right, and then I start being funny. I'm like, "Well, we can't go shoe shopping no more." I'm that friend too. But that's it. I don't really have nothing to say to this person. Just tell
Get it how
everybody.
you live it.
Right. You just need to tell
Live it how
everybody
you
what's
get
up
it.
and stop wasting
That's
everybody's
the advice
time.
right there.
Hello. That's it here over at this questions segment of this podcast. If you have a question that you would like to ask, don't forget to email us at thefriendzone@loudspeakersnetwork.com. That's it. Moving right on along to the Black Business of the Week. Take it away. Hey, friend. Hey.
So for this week's Black Business, we have a yoga studio it's actually a yoga class called Yogiando. It is bilingual, English and Spanish, every Saturday and Monday in Washington Heights.
What?
Yes.
Classes are only
In the hood.
I know, and I love that it's the young lady was saying that her mom created it to provide access for the women, not the women, for the people
Right.
in Washington Heights who maybe don't have the money to take yoga classes because they tend to be expensive, or maybe they can't speak English, they don't understand the instructors. I just love it. It's amazing. I love that it's called Yogiando. That's so cute. Like I said, it's Saturdays and Mondays, $10 a class. Right now it's being held at a church. Hopefully we can send them so much traffic that it can be more than 2 days, and it can be outside of a church and she can get her own spot. So please spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. Right now it is at the Holy, I don't know if they misspelled that. It says Holy Rude. I'm assuming it's Holy Rod. Episcopal Church. Oh gosh, here y'all go.
I mean, everyone I've been in, you know, it's a fitting moniker.
Holy Rod Episcopal Church, Iglesia Santa Cruz. That's 715 West 179th Street.
This is amazing.
Yes, the number, if you want more information, it says to please call Rosanna at 212-928-7635. Basic classes, all levels are welcome. The description she says is, do you suffer from stress and anxiety? Does your body and head hurt? Are you not sleeping well? We're offering you the opportunity to improve your health, increase your flexibility, and experience deep relaxation of the body and the mind.
Yes.
So it's Saturdays from 10:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. and Mondays from 1 p.m. to 2:15 p.m.
Oh, I love this.
I might do that.
So please check it out. Tell your grandma, tell your cousins, tell all your friends. If you guys want to make up flyers, I will post the flyer they have. If you want to print them out, put them around, send them out, email them, whatever you got to do. Let's help this class get bigger.
Yes.
And let's help her have more of a sustained center or something, you know?
Yes.
That'd be awesome. Washington Heights deserves it because
And
the
people are
wellness
gonna
scene is
love
so
that.
whitewashed. So I think
Yes.
this is really cool. I was excited. So check it out. If you want to tweet the young lady, her name is Des and her @ is DDE_Ville. That's VILLE. Tweet her. It's her mom's class. If you have any more information, or if you just want to shout her out and send her love. That's it for this week's Black Business. And now actually, that's it. All we have to do.
And now we'll end
now
this
we'll-
episode, okay?
Do you guys have any church announcements before we get out of here?
Nope, just Asante and I are so excited to see everybody in Detroit
my
next
God.
weekend, December 16th. I cannot wait. That's home for me. I know I'm from Flint, and I spent many years living in Detroit downtown, so that's home too. I cannot wait to go and have a good time. So Detroit, we will see you for The Read live December 16th. Asante.
That's right. Don't forget. Actually, I think that show is sold out. So hopefully we'll just catch you at the pop-up shop if you are not going to be at the show. Or maybe we'll catch you at both. Look for details of all of those things on The Read. And you can check any of our social media. Coming up this weekend in New York City, December 9th, Saturday, The Read is doing a holiday pop-up shop and toy drive. I will be hosting.
So sad. I'm missing it.
It is from noon to 5. This is going to be in support of Toys for Tots. All toy donations will benefit Toys for Tots. So it's at 616 East 9th Street, New York, 10009. Please come out and support. Again, that's this Saturday, December 9th. It's going to be fun as hell. You're going to be able to buy some fly shit, and you're going to be able to help some people out there by bringing some cool toys. That's it for me. What about for you, Frank?
I'm going to have to give y'all some toys.
Bring them on.
Right? Because I won't be able to be there. I will be.
Leave them at the wine shop, and I'll go grab them if you want
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. Because the grandma's shop. Remember?
It's right over there.
It's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the plan. Did we ever do her
Or
as
you
a
could
Black
drop it
business?
at Crystal's house. Yeah,
True.
A couple times, but we can bring it back because it's holiday season.
Right. She deserves.
Okay, we can have duplicates.
Right, so I have 2 quick announcements. I will be in Houston this weekend for the last stop of my tour. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations,
you. Done it.
Thank you
ladies.
so
Yes.
much. I still can't believe it. I'm probably going to cry.
Oh,
I know I'm
Fran.
gonna cry.
What an accomplishment.
What an accomplishment. 12 city tour finally completed this
Yes.
weekend. The next one is already being fleshed out. Can't wait to give you guys the details. But Houston, you'll be helping me close out an incredible chapter of my life, honestly, because it's just recalibrated my whole business model. So that is that. And then I also have to shout out Louis York, who will be performing in New York City. That's my best friend.
Yes.
They will be performing at the Triad Theater at 158 West 72nd Street. $10 in advance, $15 at the door. All ages welcome. December 10th, doors open at 7:00 p.m. I will be in Houston, but best believe I am hauling ass and flying in early so that I'm hopefully going to be able to make it. So it's cutting it a little close for me. I might roll up in my suitcase, but I will try to be there. They will be performing with their girl group, the Shandellas.
Yes.
Which is pretty much their debut.
Baby, come through.
I know.
Yes.
So please, I will be there. Come support my friends.
I'll be there
Yes.
too.
Right.
I cannot wait. Yes, wouldn't miss that for
We'll
the
be
world.
there, right. So please support my friends and all their awesomeness. And that's it for my church announcements.
That's right.
And that's it for this week's show. Thank you guys so much for listening.
I have one last thing to say to
One
you
last
all,
thing, go
because I
ahead.
never want you to close out the show, friend. You know, every time you're about to close out, I'm
You
like, don't
forget.
close it out. Don't close it. I just want to say that I love you both. I love
Aw.
everybody that listens to this show. This is the anniversary of me quitting my job. It was.
Are you serious?
Oh,
It was this week, a year ago.
Whoa.
Because it was on a Wednesday. It was the last time I worked that motherfucker. I ain't
Holy
never.
shit,
I've been
it's been
back
a
literally
year.
once. I've literally been in that establishment one time since I left that bitch, and I ain't never going back.
Wow.
I can't believe it. I am living proof. My best friend spoke that upon me the other day, and I had